YouTube fam, how y'all doing? This is your Uncle Tim. This is Uncle Tim Rants and Reviews, a channel where I rant and I review. Fam, you know what? A lot of people talk about collecting, and somehow it's like a bad, dirty word. Like, you know, it's only used, you know, around nerds and creatures of the deep or something. Like, he's a collector. You know, like he's probably light and, you know, he's homely and he looks ill. Like a vampire. No. That ain't what collectors look like anymore. You have some that actually fit that stereotype, but not all, fam. You know, the biggest thing that I look at with collecting and actually getting stuff, man, people say, man, how do you go about, you know, doing the stuff that you do, man? You work hard to get it. Man, where there's a will, there's a way, man. You know, if you want something bad enough, you will get it. My friend, he actually wanted a Nissan 300ZX. He said, from 1996, he said, I want one, man, I want one, I see one. And this was back before they started hitting those obscene amounts of 20 grand and up. This was back when you could get those cars for like 5, you know, and 6 grand. And, you know, this was back then. Man, he worked his ass off, and he actually got it. And that's the thing. That's the thing that we all got to keep here. If you want it, you can get it. This shit back here is not hard to get. You just gotta want to get it. You just gotta have, you know, determination and a plan. You gotta know what to spend and what not to spend and how much you need to put aside each month if you want to actually get your hobby going. But like I tell, you know, any damn body, start one piece at a time. When I say one piece at a time, one piece that will truly work in your collection at a time. Don't go getting shit that do not fit into your narrative. You know, what you want to have, what you want your collection to be about. Don't get pieces that don't work with that. Don't go getting, you know, lines that you don't even like. Whatever you buying, you should like. Whatever you're into should be a part of you and something that you're talking about, something that is special, near and dear to your heart. You know, the reason why I collect the stuff that's behind me, nostalgia. That nostalgia is a beast, man, because, you know, I look at the stuff and I be like, man, I remember when I picked that up. I remember when I watched that cartoon. I watched that movie. You know, I remember reading that comic. Everything ties in with one another. All of this shit right here, 80s, G.I. Joe, 80s, you know, all of this. And that's what I'm talking about. But see, a lot of people don't get it. A lot of people make it seem like when they're collecting, they just see stuff on the shelf and they just buy it. That's the worst thing to ever do when collecting, because it's not going to make no damn sense to you. It's going to just make you mad. And you do not want to be mad. You don't want to just spend your money or waste your money. Like I said, you know, I bought more games. I said I wanted to have a bigger Nintendo Switch collection. I ended up getting Bomberman R for a good price on eBay and Puyo Puyo Tetris. Man, you know, like I said, off eBay for good prices, man. You know, I got some other stuff coming. I got like 5 Switch games now. You know, and my thing is, this is how I'm building my collection, man. You know, you build them pieces at a time. Quality pieces. Things that you can see in your collection. Don't just buy shit because, you know, it's cheap. Buy something that you can see yourself playing. Buy yourself something that you can see, you know, you having into your collection. You know, if you're into G.I. Joes, pick the G.I. Joe characters that you like. Don't go buying troop building stuff. You know, I got a whole troop build of Baroness, but I don't really like the Baroness. You know, buy stuff that you could actually see in your collection. Buy stuff that actually make you feel good. Buy stuff that give you a good vibe. You know, your collection should be a vibe in itself. It should make you feel better. You know, don't get me wrong. I stress about a lot of damn stuff. Sometimes I stress when I sit over here because I want other stuff that, you know, sometimes my pocket's telling me, look, you on a diet. And I'm serious. You know, a lot of people, oh, he ain't got no money. You know, he talking about his pockets on a diet. Damn it, it's real out here, man. Sometimes your pockets got to be what they are. And we just be missing it because we really not really getting it. You know, we want everything that everybody else got. But we not everybody else. You know, we don't know how hard that person worked to get their collection. You know, sometimes we think people don't work hard and they work their ass off. And you just sitting there, you don't deserve it. And you don't even know. You just sitting there just saying this shit. And this damn person done work their ass off 3 damn jobs to get the shit they want, to have their home the way they have it, you know, to live the way they want. Like I said, ever since I was damn near, what, 20-something, I had another job, man. You got to do what you got to do. Ain't nobody out here giving me shit. I got to work my ass off. And literally work my ass off, man. And, you know, you got to be about that. You can't be scared out here. You can't be sitting here thinking to yourself, well, you know, if everything work all right, you know, I may have $10. You know what? Sometimes you got to look and think outside the box. You got to get out here and start making shit happen. If you want it bad enough, you will get it. You see people going on trips. If you want that bad enough, you can have it. If you see people getting new cars, if you want it bad enough, you can have it. You see somebody getting a home and you like, man, I want a home. You can have it. But you got to make sure you're paying attention to everything that's going on. You just can't go up getting shit and thinking, oh, this is the easiest way to do it. I'm not going to pay attention to everything. I'm just going to go out and do what I want to do. Man, I'm telling you. I had to make plans. I had to rethink shit. I had to sit down and come up with ideas. You know, when I was doing my comic thing and I was really trying to get all the X-Men books, I had a whole list of every comic that there was in X-Men. You know, every different book, every different iteration, every one-shot. And as I got them, I scratched them off and kept scratching them off. I had all of the books. Yes, I had from 1 to 400, I mean, to the end of the first X-Men, I mean, the original. Then, you know, I had all the other ones, man. See, that's the thing people don't get. If you put your mind to something and you keep it in your mind that, look, I only want to pay this much getting this, I don't want to spend this much, then you'll be on board, man. Take your time. You don't have to rush to get shit. It's no competition. You're not competing with everybody, but everybody feeling that they have to compete. You know, well, you know, he got like 5 toys yesterday, you know, I'm gonna go out and get 8. But I don't know how big his pockets is. I don't know how many jobs that man, how many multiple streams of incomes he got coming in. Like I said to anybody, before we go, we should be having multiple streams of income. We should have all kind of shit going on. We should have, you know, a job, you know, and, you know, sometimes you need to work with side hustles, man. You know, if your friend got a cleaning business, shit, maybe you should chime in and get in. If your friend got a lawn care business, you need to get your ass in. Snow removal business, you need to get your ass in. You need to get yourself involved where you can have extra money in your pocket. I understand a lot of us like to have that time where we can sit back and chill. But when you chilling and you broke, that's a whole nother damn thing. That shit look hopeless. But when you chilling and got money in your pocket, you like, oh yeah, I can do this. I'm gonna go to the show tomorrow. I'm gonna go see Equalizer 3. Then I'm gonna see the Meg 2. Then, you know, after that, I'm gonna go eat. I might go over there to Applebee's or something. You know, I'm just saying something. But, you know, you sitting there with money in your pocket, you got options. No money in your pocket, you don't got not one option. Your option is every damn free. Everything is free that you can find. Man, this is why I try to put the effort in, the time in. This is why I keep grinding out here. You know, my wife said, oh, you selling stuff, you doing this. I said, shit, ain't nobody gonna give me anything. You gotta make sure if you want shit, you gotta find a way to hustle to get it. This is why I say sometimes sell some of the stuff. I was telling people, hell, donate plasma. Shit, people were like, man, you actually saying that? I'm like, shit, if you gotta pay your bills and you ain't got no money in your pocket, shit. Man, make a way out of no way. They also give your ass a physical if it's your first time. So, I was telling somebody that and they were like, damn, you really researched it. I said, hell yeah, I researched it. Hell, you know, you don't know what you got to do later. So, hell, I look at all of these options. Man, like I said, make sure you pay attention. You know, shit. They have us thinking out here that, you know, these companies don't know what they're doing when they're putting these toys out. They know what they're doing. Do you actually think that these companies don't know? They actually have people who actually play with the toys there. They actually have people who actually, you know, put shit together and actually have little kids play with it, and they play with it with them, and you know, they trying to show you how to play with the toy. And these are the things that you look at. This is why I say, make sure you understand what it is that you're doing. You know, money is one thing, but, you know, money with nothing else involved, shit, is just like a headache. Make sure your hobby makes sense. And make sure you can get the money for your hobby and be happy with your hobby. But to later, fam, peace out.